Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys.
Analyst rips Cowboys over Dak Prescott's contract situation. As of March 22, the Dallas Cowboys have still not signed Dak Prescott to a contract extension. Prescott is tied to the Cowboys through the 2024 season but could become a free agent after this year if the team does nothing. While he isn't necessarily Prescott's biggest fan, Craig Carton recently indicated that this would be an egregious mistake for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, regardless of how this year goes, becomes the number one free agent of all time in the history of the NFL, Carton said. Carton believes Prescott going to free agency could be a nightmare for the Cowboys, especially since the team invested so much in him in 2024. Prescott's cap hit next season is $55.4 million, a massive number for any team to take on. In recent history, the Cowboys have had a strong offense with Prescott at the helm, especially in the regular season. If he continues that in 2024 and heads into free agency, many suitors will be interested in adding him to their team. It would be in the Cowboys' best interest to retain him, especially since he is familiar with the organization and how they run their offense. If the Cowboys think they are struggling with Prescott as their quarterback, there's no telling how much they would struggle in the first few years with a new signal caller under center. Having a solid quarterback is paramount to a team's success in today's NFL, given the increased reliance on the passing game, and while he hasn't won the big game for the Cowboys, he has proven to be among the league's best at the position. Wide receiver DJ Chark could be a good low-risk addition to the Cowboys' offense. It's mid-March and the Dallas Cowboys still have plenty of work to do to make this a successful offseason. Adding a veteran wide receiver is one of the many things that should be left on Dallas' to-do list before the draft in April. With the Cowboys' lack of draft capital and unwillingness to spend more than a few million a year on any outside free agent, Dallas will need to look at some under-the-radar options to complement CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks. One potential option is former second-round pick DJ Chark. The former LSU Tiger played last season with the Carolina Panthers, totaling 35 receptions for 525 yards, an average of 15 YR, and 5 touchdowns. Throughout his career, Chark has been known for his game-breaking speed. At the Combine back in 2018, he ran a 4.34 40-yard dash, showing off his superb quickness. At age 27, the wideout may not be able to consistently display this ability for 35 to 40 plays a game throughout a full season, but he still can pull it out when needed if given limited opportunities. Last season in Carolina, Chark had a YBC-R of 13.0 or higher 8 times, including being over 18.0 in 3 games. One of his biggest problems with the Panthers is they simply expected him to be something he is not. In Dallas, Chark wouldn't need to be a number 1 or 2 option like the Panthers needed him to be. The 27-year-old could play 15 to 20 snaps a game, and serve as a deep threat, potentially taking the top off of opposing defenses. Pro Football Focus projects Chark to earn a 2-year, $13 million deal. While this number may have seemed likely before free agency opened in early March, it's hard to see him getting this number now. Chark will likely earn a deal similar to the 1-year, $4 million deal KJ Osborne and Noah Brown got this spring. Chark would bring some big-time upside to Dallas offense if the Cowboys were to sign him. Dallas is going to be bargain shopping, and the veteran wideout would be a great low-risk addition to consider. Tyron Smith sounds off on why he left Cowboys for the Jets. Tyron Smith isn't holding back on why he left the Dallas Cowboys. The former longtime Cowboys left tackle, he was previously the longest-tenured member of the team before signing with the New York Jets this offseason, explained why he left the only NFL team he's ever played for. Via the Jets' Twitter account, "And for the way things were looking in Dallas, I knew it was most likely going to be the Jets," Smith said on Thursday, March 21. "Honestly, I got excited for a new chapter in my life." Cowboys have been inactive during 2024 free agency period. The Cowboys' inactivity in free agency has been a point of discussion. They've only signed one outside free agent in linebacker Eric Kendricks, and they've allowed multiple key veterans to leave through free agency including Tony Pollard, Durance Armstrong, Tyler Biadasz, Dante Fowler, Leighton Vander Esch, Neville Gallimore, Jonathan Hankins, Michael Gallup and Smith himself. Dallas, who had previously committed to the idea of an all-in approach, has been anything but all-in during this free agency period. Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones defended the team's free agency approach in recent comments made. "We are going to stick with what we believe will ultimately get us a championship for our fans," Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones said, via John Makota of The Athletic. "We don't define all-in by what you spend in free agency. It's keeping the core together." Tyron Smith explains why he signed with Jets. Smith, who was the number 9 overall pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, further explained why he left the Cowboys despite turning in his 5th All-Pro season in 2023. "I saw that, what the Jets, can do as far as the team, and everyone wants to win as any team does," Smith said. "I just feel like they have all the pieces together right now with the final pieces this offseason to produce a team that could go all the way. I played against Aaron Rodgers throughout my career a couple times in the postseason. I know what kind of quarterback he is. I know what he can do if you just give him a little bit of time. I'm just here to do my best to give him that time." Although he's one of the older players in the league, Smith turned in one of the best seasons of his career in 2023. According to Pro Football Focus, Smith posted an 83.8 offensive grade and 88.6 pass blocking grade during the 2023 season. His pass blocking grade led all full-time tackles in 2023. He allowed just 1 sack in 840 snaps for a 98.1 efficiency rating. His efficiency rating was the 3rd highest in a single season during his career. Furthermore, he showed some durability for the first time in years. Smith played in 13 games after missing 33 games over the prior 3 seasons. Smith, who will turn 34 years old during the 2024 season, signed a 1-year deal with $6.5 million guaranteed and $13.5 million total if incentives are reached. "It speaks for what's been happening for the past couple of years," Smith said, per Rich Cimini of ESPN, of his deal. "Honestly, I think it's a fair deal." Smith is slotted to protect Aaron Rodgers, who suffered a torn Achilles in the season opener last year, as the Jets look to establish themselves as playoff